Hello everyone and welcome to the brand name pending 1000 subscriber special. I am so happy that so many people have decided to follow my channel. I did not expect to hit 1000 subscribers until the end of the year, and hitting it at so early into it means a lot. And so I wanted to do something special, so I was like, you know, let's give people a nice behind the scenes look at how I do what I do. So recently in the Lupin the 3rd Discord, I made a joke about how with my lip flap edits, I can make Lupin the 3rd say bababooey. And so I made a joke, it's like, I spare you all that every day. And everyone's like, nah, shit, do it anyway. So since I don't want to put up such a short video of that, I thought I'll turn this into a tutorial for what I do. First, I need to find the footage and set up the blocking. So what I do is I've recorded a scene of Lupin the 3rd talking, and I'm going to be using that as the base footage for him saying it. So I have put the Lupin the 3rd footage in here, and now we are going to go on to YouTube, and we are, I'm bad at improv, help! Ah! So we are going to look up the bababooey sound effect. It's right here. Then we are going to open up here, and this is the website I use to download videos, and I use them for my audio, YouTube to MP3 converter, this one right here. So we take the bababooey sound effect, then we copy it, throw it into here, convert, and then once this is done, we will download it and put it into Resolve, the program I use for editing because it is free and has a lot of good features. Download, put it into this folder so I know where it is, close out this tab, let's see, then we tab back to Resolve. We've got the footage in here that I recorded using OBS earlier, and so we are going to import the media of here, go down, I put it under editing class, and then it's under dance project, and bam, bababooey. So now we have the bababooey on the second timeline here. So now there is a lot of footage here of Lupin the 3rd talking as I set up everything. There's him talking with Rebecca, and I thought this scene is I was thinking of this scene, I was like, this one should be a good one. We've got him talking just right here, and we can use that as our baseline. Nice pose and all. So what we do is we take all this and we go yeet, and then we move this here. And then we're gonna mute this track for now. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna unmute that. We lock this track down and just get rid of all this. So now, bam, we put that here and voila.
bababooey.
But that's not synced up, and I want to have it be accurate.
bababooey.
I want it to be accurate because that adds to the humor, and I like that attention to detail. So we're gonna pop this here, and what we do is we are going to cut a frame of every type of animation that his lip flaps are at. So we got one here. We got one of him closed. And we're gonna get one half open. Most anime flaps only really use 3 flaps of animation, which makes my job very easy. Some will go to 4 or 5 for specific scenes, but it's not all that precise. Seriously, learning how to do this has made watching anime somewhat difficult because it's like, oh gods, I've seen The Matrix, Neo, I can fucking, it's all inaccurate. But it's not that big a deal. Like, I'd much rather the animators put in time to make the scene, to make the art style good, and the action scenes beautiful and pretty, and the characters look inventive and fun and more natural, than wasting time on lip flap edits. Okay, bam, that's fixed up. Let's put this back here. Want to make it immediate, so we'll cut to here, and then bam. So now we've... On longer scenes, I will block out the motions and put in just base scenes without the lip flaps being edited, so that I kind of know where I want the direction to go to give it a visual flair, because I don't want it to just be a still image of them talking. I want it to have realistic motion, so it's more engaging than that. But for this one, it's small enough that we just have these 3 frames, and so I will control copy this closed mouth section, and every time he is not talking, that goes there. Additionally, what you want to do is, because there are some words that you close your mouth to say, like ba. So all the B's of bababooey will have him close his mouth. You always want to have at least 2 frames of animation for a lip flap so that it doesn't look disjointed or weird or flappy. You can see in a lot of earlier stuff when I was still getting the hang of it, like for example JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Rohan's Drug Essay, there were a lot of times where I only had 1 frame of animation for a lip flap animation and it shows. I'd love to do more JoJo lip flaps, and when part 6 drops, I will definitely shift to doing more of those, because I do love JoJo. I just don't like the fans. Ayo, hot take, I'm dabbing. Can you hear me dab? Oh shit, I dropped something, fuck. Oh god, no, everything's falling! Anyway, so I've cleaned up that mess, and let's see, so we got it here. So, a good thing I do is when I am doing this, I voice the words ba, ba, booey, so I know what the mouth moves like. So ba, we want to have open. We want to have it fully open because of the ba. Because of this, here is boo, is a bit softer. We've got ba, ba, and then we have booey, which is open loud at first, but then as it goes to E, it transitions to softer tones. So I go here, and then for the last 2 edits, I put it here. Even though he's still talking, this doesn't mean that it's not holding on this for too long. And here we go. bababooey. Now, I am also a person with an amazingly talented voice, and I'm like, this is cool and all, but I want to put more of me into it. So, I recorded, as you saw a bit earlier when I alluded to that, go into recordings, and with my Lupin the Third impression, I have recorded something. However, this still needs work to be done. So let's just open up this file in Audacity, the recording program I use because it's also free and has plenty of those. And here we go, we've got it open. bababooey, bababooey. I go for a more higher tenor voice of Lupin. I don't try to impersonate Tony Oliver. I can't do that. What I do is I take what I imagine Lupin III would sound like, an energetic tenor 2-to-1. And I go for that tone. I'm an alto 2, so I am able to reach that tenor 1 and sometimes tenor 2 vibe. I can't do a bass roll, I couldn't do a Jigen, I can barely do a Goemon, but I do think I have a good Lupin, which is just a slight alteration on my Sonic the Hedgehog, which there will be more stuff with that coming in soon that I hope you're all excited for. bababooey! So we've got this here. Now, it's still a bit uneven as you see, so what I do is, first off, I go to limiter. Limiter is down here, and what it does is it trims the top of the trees of the sound. So this thing right here will be a lot quieter, so it's more even. See? And then what I do is I normalize it. This sets it up to be even more even. Let's just change that to there. And bam, bababooey! We got a much more even take. So then what I do, we just gonna export this as an MP3. Got an MP3. I often will sing to myself while I edit because I want to be able to practice while editing and just doing scale warm-ups while all that. Where did I export it to? Oh my god, I am so bad at this. How do I get 1,000 subscribers? Seriously, 1,000 is staggering. Okay, yeah, it's under recordings. There we go. And then we take that, and I just go, fuck all that. Cut here. And bam. bababooey! But I want to make sure it's accurate enough, so I want to go over this one more. Ba. See, I'm still talking here, but his lips are closed, so it's inaccurate. So we just simply, given that I start to quiet down in this, I could go with this to be more natural, but I want it to have more of a punch, so I am going with just this. Again, if you start doing this, which I recommend, it's a ton of fun, you can get all your favorite anime characters and some Western cartoon characters if you get good enough to say whatever the fuck you want, and it's hilarious. I learned this from watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged and watching Kaiser Neko's behind the scenes and tutorials, and I highly recommend you check it out if doing this sort of stuff interests you. It's a ton of fun. So then we take the copy here, then we do this. Now we have Lupin the Third saying bababooey. Bababooey. So yeah, that's how I do what I do. Again, one last thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I am stunned, and I'm glad to see people sticking around for my Lupin ship posts and my other variety content. It's always a joy making this. And now, last thing, I have started a Patreon. Every little bit of money you could potentially shoot my way, it means a lot because I can't really run ads on my channel yet. I mean, there's ads on my viral video, but YouTube isn't giving me a fucking dime. I have set my Patreon to be linked in all my older videos, and in longer videos, I will put a little notification of it at the end. But since a lot of my videos are shorter, it feels weird to make a 20-second video and then be like, hey, anyway, subscribe to my Patreon. So I will keep those as just like a little link in the end of the video and a subscribe thing. I don't want to overload my channel with too much of that. But also, please like, comment, and subscribe so I can get that AFK arena money. So yeah, with that, I am going to wrap up the video, and I hope you're excited for what comes next.